Hey guys, so we got a really cool product to look at today. We're going to look at this POCLink walkie-talkie, and it's not just a normal walkie-talkie where it's analog FRS radio, but it's also a cellular walkie-talkie. Now, I looked at one of these in the past that was just cellular walkie-talkie, but this one is actually a hybrid. It's got cellular and analog walkie-talkie features. So let's take a look at it. All right, so let's take a look at them. This is by POCLink, and this is the Ultra model, okay? I did a video before on the other model, and I think, can't remember what that one's called. Maybe it's the non-Ultra, and that was a cellular walkie-talkie, which was really cool. It uses our cell system, so, you know, you don't get any static or anything like that, and it's clear and it's pretty fast. But this one is actually an improvement on that design, and I think they might have heard some of our complaints, is that it'd be great if it would work in the analog region and not just cellular, so that when you're up in the mountains camping, you could actually use this still. When you don't have a cell signal, you could still use it as an analog radio. So that's the idea. Okay, so here's the SIM card. We'll install that. Let's see what else it comes with. Okay, POC-1 Ultra model. Okay, so it comes with a strap if you want to use a strap. A USB cable, USB-C. It uses USB-C to recharge, and a charging block and a clip if you want to use a clip on the back. And here's the battery. Okay, all right, so let's install the SIM card. Okay, so you want to take out the SIM card. This is the SIM card itself. Place the SIM card in there. Okay, so once you get the SIM card into the slot, you want to put this down. You should be able to slide this over to lock it down, and that should be good. After that, let's put the cover on. Okay, this will tell you the direction to put the SIM cards. Looks like you could install 2 different cards. Get the battery in, and for the clip. Okay. All right. So, of course, for walkie-talkies, you need 2. So let's set up the other one the exact same way. All right. Let's put in this strap, actually. Okay, let's take out the battery and we'll put in the strap first. All right, put that around. Okay, so have the strap installed. Okay, so you have the strap and the clip. All right, so now both are set up. Let's power them on. Let's see, how do we... Okay, link is on. All right, so let's sync these up. There's a few ways we could set this up. We could set it as cellular only, analog only, or we could set it up as cellular and analog with a preference for one or the other. So you can see it's booting up because it's being powered on for the first time. So we're going to test. I tested this in cellular mode, the older model in cellular mode.
POCLink radio is now connected.
All right. So she says it's now connected. I suspect this one's going to say the same thing real soon.
POCLink radio is now connected.
All right. So it's now connected. It's a little loud. Turn it down a little bit. Okay, so let's create a group. And from there, we could talk to each other. So it's got to, be connected to the same cellular group. So I'm going to set that up and then we'll give it a shot. All right, so I created the group and you could see from the display, we're in the same group now. So now this is on the cellular mode. Hello, testing.
Hello, testing.
And you could hear the delay. It's not too much delay at all. Testing delay.
Testing delay.
All right, and you could hear my voice and the voice come through here. So that's cool. So that works on the cellular network. So when you're talking in your car or something like that, when you're having a convoy, these are great, Hey man, check out that weird elephant on the side of the road. Yeah, I'm getting some feedback, but you talk about elephants on the side of the roads and weird signs and stuff like that to if you're driving 5 hours or something, you want to have some stupid conversations like that. So that's really cool. So on the cellular network, that's great. It's clean. There's no static or anything like that. But so let's try it in analog mode. So let's set it up in analog mode, and then we'll see how well that works. Okay, so for analog, we're setting up to this channel 1 at this frequency. Say okay. Let's see. Okay, so for analog, you go to this mode and you say analog only. And that'll be analog only, and we'll need to do the same to both modes. All right, so it's on the same channel, same frequency. Testing analog version. Or let me step away a little bit. Testing analog version. You can see the analog version. It doesn't go through the cellular network, so it's a little bit faster, and you get serious feedback if you're not too close together. But that's still actually pretty clear. But the drawback of the analog network is that it's not a secure frequency. People, if they're on this exact same channel, of course, that they're going to be able to hear you. But if you don't have a cellular network, the analog will kick in, and that'll be perfect. So for the most part, I think I'm going to set the mode so that it's cellular and analog like this. And that way, when there's no cellular network, it'll just go in analog mode. All right? Great. So I don't know about you guys, but I think that's really cool. It's got the best of both worlds. When you're traveling in a caravan, you're driving five hours down a road, and you're traveling with the person that's in front of you, but you're not really with them because you're not in the same car, and you can't really have a normal conversation. With this, you could talk about that pink elephant on the side of the road, or whatever it is, just whatever stupid signs you see, the cows, and how this area smells like manure and all that good stuff. Anyways, that'll make your trip a lot funner, and with the option of the analog radio, you really can't ask for much more in a walkie-talkie radio. And a couple other nice things about these things is that there's an app for you to go through Bluetooth and control the groups and enter groups and different groups. So if other people have the same walkie-talkies, they can enter your group. There's also a GPS version too. So for security reasons, safety reasons, if you're out hiking, there is a GPS tracker. You could have somebody track your location. There's a way to do that. I don't know if it's on the app, but I know from the details in the description that there's that option too. There's also a relay mode where one person is always hearing. They can't talk back, but it's always on relay. So one person could talk the whole time, maybe giving instructions for something while the set is down, but it just goes one way. I think that's the way the relay works. But I think there's a lot of little neat features in these things. I haven't used them all yet, of course, but I want to start trying, and I think I'm going to have a lot of fun. And on the cellular network, basically, you could talk anywhere around the world if you're on the cellular network. I mean, even different countries, you should be able to talk to each other because it's like making a cell call. As long as there's a signal, you should be able to do it, and it's pretty fast. It's not too bad at all, and it's going to be clear and secure. Unlike the analog radio, where it's not secure. Anyone on the same frequency could hear what you're saying, but when you're in the mountains, there's probably going to be nobody out there anyway. All right, so I think it's really cool. I really think you can't ask for much more in a walkie-talkie radio. I like it. I'm caravanning with Albert, who's right behind me right now. Albert, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
So Albert and I were testing out these cellular walkie-talkies. Can you hear me clearly, Albert?
Yes, I can. Loud and clear.
Yeah, there's no static. It's pretty good.
Yes, just a little tight.
All right, so we're headed there, and we'll see you when we get there.